Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and I'll be talking about a Pyreblaster Plasma build for Space Marine 2 Patch 13 on the Tactical class. Now, on this build, we are not using the Crack and Penetrate rounds bug. Instead, we'll be building around stuff like our secondary and things like Relentless Pursuit to up our Pyreblaster damage and our Plasma Pistol damage. Now, the Pyreblaster variant I have chosen today is, of course, the Venting Speed variant, because as long as you have the perk down here, Emperor's Vengeance, you will pretty much never run out of ammo on this build, so you can really just take the other Venting Speed option. And having a longer, shot time really is just way better on this gun overall, so we're picking that up today. Now, for the perk tree here, we're just going for full burn, starting off with the perk here, Improved Fast Venting, moving here to the perk Eternal Flame, into the perk here, Potent Flame for more burning damage. Then we pick up the perk Flame of Ascension. Burning 5 enemies restores 1 armor segment. The cooldown is 30 seconds. Now, one of the biggest problems on the Pyreblaster is the contested health recovery, so having an armor restoration built into it is very strong, on top of the fact that the Plasma Pistol has a great contested health recovery and helps out with the the lack of that on the Pyreblaster in this build. Next perk here is Potent Flame, down here into the perk Flash Burn, and then we pick up the perk here Resilient Flame. Charging time decreases by 75%, because this pretty much makes it so the moment you pull your trigger, your flames will go out, which is really nice for like obnoxious whip warriors and stuff like that, though if you really want more ammo, you could go down here instead. Next perk here is Pure Flame for less direct damage with a burning damage increase, because the burn damage on this weapon is completely cracked at the moment, and that is pretty much all there is for the Pyreblaster. Now, for the secondary weapon, we are taking the Firepower Plasma Pistol, because at the moment, this is the highest gun strike damage besides the heroic variant here, though I will say, if you want to take the heroic version on this build, you can definitely do that. It's just that this one's contested health recovery takes a long time to get off because the charge time is so damn long, and the Firepower Plasma is like a nice middle ground between that damage and that charge rate. Now, for the perk tree here, I do start off with the perk Plasma Collection first, moving here into the perk Rapid Cooling, and then we pick up Plasma Collection again into the perk here Blast Radius. Damage radius of a charge shot increases by 10%, moving here into the perk Perpetual Velocity for a faster shot charge speed, down here into Plasma Collection again, and then I pick up Blast Radius, the perk here Retaliation for a 25% damage buff for 10 seconds on a perfect dodge, and the final perk here is Divine Might for a 10% damage buff, and that's pretty much all there is for the Firepower Plasma. Now, for the melee weapon, on this build, we're going for an Argent Edge, because most of our damage is coming from the Plasma here and the Pyreblaster, so we really don't need like the block weapon on the White Scar's Chainsword, though I will say, if you do want to pick up a White Scar's Chainsword on this, or like another block version, there is an upside for that, which is that in Space Marine 2, your hip fire key is permanently stuck to your gunstrike key, which means if you do get a parry off on your Argent Edge and you're trying to fire off your Pyreblaster and hip fire, which is very strong at, you will be unable to actually do that without getting a gunstrike, which is pretty annoying, but if you don't want that, you can take a block version. Now, for the Argent Edge perk tree, we really don't care about the perks that much. This weapon is predominantly strong for its heroic perk effect down here, Scathing Retort, that allows you to stagger an enemy on every single parry no matter what pretty much, which gives you a gunstrike opportunity and cancels out of enemy combos, and for that reason, the perk tree is not that important. But either way, we do start off here with the perk Perpetual Strength first, moving here into the perk Kinetic Energy, and then we pick up Perpetual Strength again into the perk here Heavy Onslaught, and then I pick up the perk Reeling Blow, Shadow Stab for single target damage up here into the perk Tide of Battle, Shoulder Bash, and Terminus Slayer, though alternatively, you could pick up like Extremis Slayer if you really wanted to. And that's pretty much all there is for the melee weapon selection. Now, for the perk tree, I do start off with the perk here, Plasma Boost first. When plasma weapons are 30% overheated, their damage increases by 40%, and their charge shots use 1 less energy. Now, on a Pyreblaster build like this, where we are building the things like Pure Flame, our direct damage kind of sucks, so taking things like Balanced Distribution is just not worth it for us, and we're also not using the Bug perk here at the moment, because this one will probably be fixed in patch 14 anyways, so for that reason, Plasma Boost is kind of the way to go. Next perk here is your choice of like Heightened Vigor, Relentless Pursuit, or Versatility. All of these are pretty good. Heightened Vigor is definitely the best one, even on a Argent Edge for like newer players, because no knockback will save your life in this game. But for more range damage on your secondary, if you just want like Relentless Pursuit and stuff like Versatility, you can definitely take that instead. Next perk here is Emperor's Vengeance, because having this perk just gives you infinite ammo, and the next perk for our team selection is Secure Stockpile. Equipment charge restored by 1 for all team members. Cooldown is 60 seconds. This perk is absolutely cracked. It's kind of hilarious. This perk has never been touched at all since they buffed it up. Like, way back when, this perk completely sucked, but now it's just a free melt-a-bomb, shock nade crack to your entire team every 60 seconds. That is a huge value proposition, and for that reason, this perk is god tier. Next perk here is Vital Data. Scanning extremis or terminus level enemy restores Auspice scans charged by 50%. Moving here to the perk Precise Calibration and Concentrated Fire for a total of a 300% damage increase on our Auspice scan. I mean, I know like the actual numbers here don't say 300%, but the damage calculation comes out to be around that, which is very strong for your Auspex. So for that reason, this is like the ultimate nuke combo. And also keep in mind that the Auspex scan will buff up the burn damage of your Pyreblaster, which makes you do a stupid amount against bosses. Next perk here is Radiant Impact. A melee finisher additionally deals significant AoE damage in a 10-meter radius. The cooldown is 90 seconds. A 90-second cooldown on a one-shot in a 10-meter radius on Majoris is incredible in Space Marine 2. Really strong perk effect, and for that reason, pretty much always pick this up. And for our Prestige perk options, I take Acuity first, and here to the perk Skills of Fire, and Resilience and Fortitude, because that's really all you need on this build. For whatever reason, Acuity does trigger on the Pyreblaster, which is pretty funny, so we do pick it up here for like a little bit more damage there. And Skills of Fire is pretty strong already, and Resilience is just like, you know, a free stim HP healing, and Fortitude, this is like the only survivability perk on the tactical in the first place, so definitely grab this. And that is pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I mean, the Pyreblaster does have quite a few build setups on it, but for the most part, I think if you're not taking Kraken Penetrator rounds, you're just best taking the Plasma, because you don't care too much about anything else for like balance distribution and stuff like that. And hopefully this build guide helped you, and if you like content like this, subscribe for more. And if you want to catch me live to ask me questions about the game, or just come hang out, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description, and also a link to my community Discord. And I also want to say a special thank you to my channel members. Your support has been super helpful in helping make content like this, and as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye.
Our tactical superiority will best them and foe before it calls for reinforcement. Eyes up, brothers. Xenos descending. Buckle parade. Rapid activity.
Oh my god. These Devourers are pissing me off.
Eliminate Xenos lives. Filthy burrower eliminated. Synaptic servant slaughter. Eyes on a firewall.
Space King will be the new class, surely.
Their numbers are no match for our trade.
I want to remove the Enraged Devourer here if I can.
Tyranid Bioborn executed.
So with Tsunami, Summoner, and Coordinated Calls, sometimes the Biovore spam and Zoanthrope spam get out of hand. We're not very strong at Zoanthropes on this build. That is something we lack a little bit on.
Munitions here.
Also, this first portion of decap is usually an ammo drought anyways, but we should be okay.
Tyranids repelled, brother.
Does it mirrors a plasma feel like a P shooter on classes other than tactical? I mean, depends. I mean, tactical has a stupid amount of range damage buffs for his perks, so You're not entirely wrong, but it's not like that in other classes necessarily. Especially at the plasma pistol.
There is a liquid slipping around. Form, super. Perhaps they seek to choke our rivers with their dead. Our adversaries are keen to lose again. The enemy receives their aid. Never lost sight of that one. Hostile backup on the way. So and fro. Strike it down with haste.
Fuck.
More hostiles arriving. Adjust as needed. Spore line spotted. Watch out for ravenous tunnels. Copy. Tyranids have no right to attack. All fury and thunder. No tactics. Our adversaries are keen to lose again. Their call has been heard. Apply additional pressure. The galaxy is a better place for there being one less ravener. Spore line spotted. Alien bioform eliminated.
Alright guys, we have made it
Ended the round.
5 feet out of the door.
Our brothers in arms need our help. Let us hurry. Superior tactics bring victory over brute force.
Look, that guy got yeeted. Just how it goes sometimes.
A tide of alien vermin swarms this way. Synaptic servants slaughtered. Spore lines, super.
Oh, there's so many Raveners. We're on a custom strat right now with the Summoner. So, every reinforcement call will give in more Extremis, and those are the chosen ones, I guess. Yeah, this is where the Pyreblaster overperforms.
Frag grenade. Eliminate Xenos mines. Their numbers are no match for our strength. Fester and rot. Xenos abomination. Frag grenade deployed. Tyranids have no right to tactics.
Well, we survived the ammo drought mostly. This is why Emperor's Vengeance is so fucking important on this gun, because if you don't have that, you will just run out. I mean, I know we're on Tsunami, so there's gonna be more enemies you usually find, but still. Quite excessive.
Only twitching Xenos carapaces remain. Orders are clear. Advance.
Reporting in from the tower, Captain. The Munitorum does not store explosives to Codex Astartes standards.
Oh god, Tyranids probably smell foul when they're cooked by Pyreblaster? I mean, yeah, I would imagine they do. Tsunami should be standard for Absolute, I kind of agree. Alright. I hear the whispers of the Ravener.
Xenos love crawling beneath us. It dug its own grave.
Ready to blow. Detonator primed.
Perhaps they seek to choke our rivers with their dead.
Is tracking around still working the Pyreblaster? Yeah. There's not gonna be a new hotfix. Like, unless you see a new hotfix, it's fine. And there will be no new hotfix, so. Until next patch, and those patch notes. It's just how the game is. FOV is the only thing I want for console. Your ability to see so much makes me jealous. I mean, FOV, PC didn't have FOV for months when the game came out, and it was still pretty playable. I think the bigger thing is that FOV just looks fucking ugly with the right. Like the base FOV for this game does not look very good.
Direct me to where I can place these charges.
Of course, now it spawns like endless snipers and brambles spam. The two things that can really fuck you up when you're trying to plant a bomb. Like a smooth 30 FPS butter. Yeah, that's how this game runs. I swear to God, the performance has only gotten worse.
Shortly. Join the Imperial Guard defenses up on the bridge.
It kind of has even worse on Siege. The Siege mode at like high waves is disgusting FPS. I mean, I'll probably upgrade my computer pretty soon here, but still.
Take all you can carry.
What's one change you make on each class? And that's a pretty loaded question. That takes some thinking.
Demands it.
Not a loaded question. That's a hard question to answer immediately. Oh, I love Devourers. I love Devourers. I misunderstood where that execute was for a second.
Enhanced visuals incoming. Ravener destroyed.
It's all range spam.
Tossing frag grenade.
Make every other class bulwark. Yeah, that would probably solve some issues. I'm sure that would solve some players' issues. For like some people genuinely just want this game to be like. I swear to God, when it comes to balancing in games, there's always like a portion of a player base that'll be like, let's make the game as easy as possible for our power fantasy, but also let me put it on the max difficulty so I can look like I'm playing the hardest difficulty while it's actually just easy. Like, why not just play on easy at that point? Like, you want to play easy mode, but you want it to say absolute. Restart mission to true solo? Definitely. Absolutely easy. You know what I mean? Like, people still wanted, like, they wanted everything in the game to be as strong as a grenade launcher that was, like, just obliterated. Not everybody, obviously, but there was a vocal minority that was like, can we make everything as strong as, like, the pre-nerf grenade launcher? And, like, that's obviously a ridiculous request because the pre-nerf grenade launcher was nuts. But,
Battle power unleashed.
I don't see the point of even playing the game at that point. It's just, like, my philosophy on balance has always been, if something's strong, it's okay, as long as that super strong thing is not taking away from other people's experience. So, for example, Invigorating Icon, right? The healing perks are OP in this game. Just, like, in terms of, like, what they do to the economy, the pickup economy of the game. Or, like, okay, so you're printing HP on your ability. You are effectively getting what could even be infinite stims if you just sit there on a mission for eternity. And because of that, they do fundamentally break the pickup economy of the game, but are they toxic to the game? I don't think so. All they're really doing is upping the margin for error. They're not making you kill bosses faster. They're not making it so the team itself is, like, getting more powerful damage nuking potential. It's just making it so if you're less skilled and you get slapped around more, you're gonna have an easier time getting back up from that. And that feels good to play with for a lot of players. That's fine. My problem comes in when you ask for, like, the fuck you Blaster 9000. And, like, someone's like, Mr. FTG, why are you not a fan of the fuck you Blaster 9000? I'm like, well, because that fabled blaster will one-shot every single boss the moment it spawns, which means I don't actually play the game anymore. So if my teammate brings the Blaster 9000, I'm not even playing Space Marine 2 at that point when they're in my game. And that's where balance becomes a problem. And that's why OP weapons in a lot of cases are more detrimental to a game than mechanics that make it so, like, players take reduced damage. Stuff like that. Good point.
Apply more pressure.
match for
This
our
ding
trade.
sounds the kind of game or modern game setting. It's just the sound of the game.
Survives this day.
Tyranids! Exterminate them! What's your sentence?
Bring back the pre-nerf grenade launcher. That's not good. Third perk pair Minoros? Yes. What's your favorite thing about the new big update that'll be coming out? I mean, patch 14 is not a very big update. I don't really know anything about the other updates. I think people are going to be disappointed by Chaos Siege mode in patch 15, though. I think players are really overblowing how big that's going to be.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay. Reports confirm the lieutenant's assessment.
I will see the chaplain next patch, or there won't be a chaplain. If there is a chaplain, it won't be until early next year.
Is not yet dead. Sounds like we have a hunt, brothers. It is over there, brothers, attempting to crawl free.
Their numbers are no match for our trade. No enemy reinforcements will interrupt us now. Synaptic servants slaughtered. The Xenos stealth beast tries to ambush us. Eliminate Xenos mind. The Lictor stood no chance.
Activating Horseback's advantage.
I have eyes on a fireball.
I may not have been the best use for our aspects there. We'll see.
Xenos abomination.
We will see. It's gonna be the worst use, right?
Europrobe. Aim for the head. Deploying shrapnel grenade.
Okay, dude.
Tyrannies have no life. Small mines. Super. Their numbers are no match for our trade. Executing countermeasures. Horseback's engaged. Spore mine spotted. The galaxy is a better place than we stand.
I just shanked that guy to death.
Tyranny.
That's all it takes for moving the aspects, huh? That was not us killing.
Our targets never stay.
They're not going to take anything from that. So all these guys are planted to take double body shot damage in the turret, but they also take like negative damage from equipment. Not negative damage, take no damage.
Gun beast is no more.
It was an apothecary. I think apothecary would be a really boring class choice for the game. I mean, it would be popular because people like healing, but like as a class, I would just much prefer something more interesting.
Increasing response severity. Munitions here.
We have it routed. Pursue and eliminate. We will not have a better opportunity to finish it off.
The strategy is when's the vlog coming out for what? What vlog? I'm not sure find an easy way to take down the Pyreblaster using offense and fire the secondary. Well, the second, well, it depends if you're using the second you're using. The reason for that is with the crack and penetrator rounds. What mode is this? This is just hard strats or custom strats. Taco Bell mukbang vlog? I don't know. I don't actually eat Taco Bell, guys. It's all LARP.
More hostiles arriving. As needed. We have a elixir. And this is one of them. Eliminate Xenos mine. Hostile back. Xenos viscera is everywhere.
I will attempt to keep it on the airspace.
Let's have possibly be some kind of team buff, probably like a melee team buff or something like that. There's some ways you can incorporate it, like, you know, a temporary, like, mobile buff for your team with, like, some other stuff. I see chance litanies. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think we would like that a lot.
Objective on the other side.
I think that'd be quite popular. Like, imagine you have, like, Leandros the Chaplain and starts spitting litanies in the middle of your game.
Cannot run forever. Talassa, you cut out. We have been cut off from our brethren. The heretics jamming must reach this far. Do not worry. When the hive tyrant
Offensive
is
aura
dead,
stuff? Yeah, probably.
the lieutenant will know.
Tyranids have no mind for tactics. Additional enemy forces are incoming. Do not get flanked. Four lines spotted. Pass that foe before it calls for reinforcements.
Well, Bulwark has damage off the banner, yeah, but, like, imagine if you yourself are the banner effect. Not the banner, but, like an offensive buff around you, the character, while you spin litanies. I think that'd be pretty cool. Of course, it has to be here of all places. You know, I realize I don't think I picked up a single good equipment all game.
This is going on now, Paul. Let us try to head it off.
Four lines shoot them. Synaptic servants. Lictor could not vanish from my sights.
All right.
Munitions here.
Is there a heretic stars that would fit the chaplain spot? Actually, I'm not too sure. I'm sure there is, but I don't remember their exact name.
We have it. For the glory of Ultramar! That is no death spasm. I will spec size scanner to spite.
I have to be a little careful here. I'll walk over here and grab an ammo cache.
Take all you can carry. Executing countermeasures. Elderborn pressed and ready. Fester and rot. See not abomination.
That's actually just trolling me here. That's actually gonna get me killed. This fucking guy. Enraged warrior, too strong. Sword warriors can stack in a very awkward way in this fight. Tyrant's really the most bullied boss. He always has been. He's a fight that looks a lot harder than he actually is. That is the Plasma Pyreblaster, though. And that one will probably be the same next patch, I'd imagine. Assuming they nerf the Kraken Penetrator rounds.